themselves that Pro League spot, whereas if forZe win and we get to that third map, then who knows, it's still all to play for that Pro League spot at least.
I think a forZe versus Pro final to fight for a place in the Pro League would be a fantastic final, but it would also be as good to see ENCE continue in strength after their recent victories. Let's see which one it's going to be. The pick of forZe then, Overpass. They'll start on the T side. Nuke was potentially in their grasp, but forced away, prized away by the likes of ENCE, who are certainly capable of doing the same here on Overpass. ENCE has been instrumental for their squad. He's the first one to fall in the pistol. Now the hunt is on for ENCE players in connector and on long, but things are turning around. The knives are out. Oh. Are we in London? 3v2 for ENCE now. Things have turned around, as they often do in a pistol. 2-on-2, and there's a minute 15 on the clock. The bomb carrier Krad is separated from Result for the time being. As Pius jiggles, takes one in the face. Where does Dihar go? Where is Dihar? Two questions to be answered by his opponent. He'll wait on the A bomb site. It is a coin flip, and maybe he's picked correctly. Let's see where Krad chooses to go. The door is closed to the B bomb site. Seems he will go on the investigation, see who's there, but Dihar's made his way towards B as well. Time isn't going to be a factor here. It's going to be about the frags creeping through. Just a one tap required for Dihar. Spots the bomb as well. What does Krad choose to do now? Does he commit to this bomb plant? Looking up, and Dihar makes it look easy. Barely moved his mouse. No expression. ENCE take the pistol.
Dihar was one of those who delivered on the first map, but I wasn't sure he was going to be able to pull that off. As soon as forZe group up in the 2-on-1, you feel like they've got a good chance to trade. This was Pius in connector, nearly caught, but just gets his knife out. Jerry left clicks, Pius right clicks. Pius still gets caught in the end, but that was the first shot. And then Dihar just repositions. Frustrating for forZe. They don't even get the bomb plant out of a round that looked so good for them. And that means they have to basically full eco into this follow-up round. It sucks because you brought the pistol so close. Like, you feel like you should be rewarded for that, at least in some way. But no bomb plant, no force buy.
That might be the story of this series for forZe, the way things have been going for the last 40 or so minutes. Close, but not quite. Taking tickets now to be served by Pius. He's on number 4 if Jerry wants to engage. He'll be beaten to it by Nertster, who often favors his MP7. We keep seeing this come out. Not the cheapest gun, by any means. So you don't see it often, but he likes his MP7.
Yeah, I think if you're most comfortable with it, it's all good.
I'm going to have to get the stats page up again. It's been a while since I looked at it for the MP7 in terms of armor penetration versus the other guns, damage drop-off, and so on.
Well, we'll get to see what it can do here against a full buy with AKs out for forZe. Mostly SMGs still for ENCE. Would be really nice if those nades would soften players up early, but that one not hitting the mark for Pius. Jerry getting a little bit of info out through a long. Spotted 2 players there. ENCE deciding they're happy to play back from the bomb site though. We saw a lot of quick pace on those nuke rounds, but Overpass is the slowest pace map we have in the map pool right now. Expect a lot of rounds like this where forZe are just slowly taking map control towards these bathrooms. Try and force the CTs back, and then you can play between the bomb sites. B could be the final call here. 2 SMGs close range at Monster. How effective could those be? And actually repositioning slightly now. Sometimes people don't fully clear this spot Snappy's playing. Got to make sure you fully clear that corner as you come into this B site.
He's levitating like he's David Blaine. I assume he levitates. In they come then. Shalfie, again, as you mentioned, he didn't quite check it properly. Look at the frag board, though. It is to forZe's advantage, and they've spotted half the information they need. St. Pius in that short position. Big swing from Jerry. Doesn't deliver the goods. Nerds with the MP7 then. Doing what he can. St. Pius is low, so is Result. He will be faster on that trigger finger. Bomb is planted. Result will get the information for Zorte, who's full health. And that bomb is planted open. Zorte could be in a number of different positions. He need not peek, just needs to wait for the beeps. You can see the bomb by the sandbags there, and St. Pius knows he's in trouble. He has a kit, but he has to find that kill quickly. Looking towards the balcony, but Zorte's on the lower side of things. A swing from him, but St. Pius has won the duel. 36 HP, only 2 bullets were required. He only lands 1 Zorte, and ENCE has stolen the round. Nothing is going the way of forZe in this series.
Oh, St. Pius with a great start here on this CT side. And man, forZe, frustration again. They keep coming close, but not close enough. Might have to start calling St. Pius the CT specialist. He's been great for ENCE on the CT side throughout this tournament. 1.31 rating on his CT side. But yeah, for forZe, I mean, they've got to make sure they can convert some of these rounds here. They are keeping the CT economy low, but that's a good pick from St. Pius into mid. He was already playing well with standard weapons. Now he's got his AWP out. Doing well up against this half-buy from forZe.
It's a good time to look at the MP7 stats. 3 damage more than the MP9, 29 to 26. Slightly more armor penetration, 62.5% versus 60%.
Okay.
I guess the choices are an MP9 or maybe a UMP, but those are rare, rare at the moment. But indeed, forZe have found a way into this B bomb site. They have cleaned house and they've picked up the rifles. 4 versus 3. Bomb's not planted just yet. ENCE will surely want to find something before they fully commit all the way into this one and risk losing an AWP. We still have a lurker for forZe upstairs, playing with confidence, but things could change very quickly, especially with an incendiary. They're so low. Result and Shalfie barely holding on. 35 seconds. Zorte with the Deagle, getting closer to the B bomb site. Nerds wondering about A. Must know forZe like to keep a lurker if they've got enough numbers. But Nerds will be focused on this bomb site as well. So hard for forZe to duel here, but they've got to plant the bomb. Zorte comes through with that Desert Eagle. Only 1 rifle for the squad now. Shalfie in the clutch, 21 HP for him, and Dihar will deal. ENCE at the back wall. Keeping the clean sheet for now. 4-0 over forZe. No bomb plant for them.
Snappy there, getting into an uncomfortable position because he didn't confirm that first kill. He sprayed a bit to the body, thought he had it already, and got caught between 2 players, almost flicking awkwardly between them there. And that's what opened up that B site, with forZe having a bit of an advantage briefly, but the weaponry was still there with ENCE. That damage is relevant though. ENCE's economy is not established at all. So if forZe can finally break through and not just bring around close, but actually win it, that'll be a big difference. Those nades go deeper. Different lineups there on those nades, and they land right onto Dihar.
That's some demo watching right there.
That's awesome.
We know where you like to stand, sir.
I think that's good because that's where players will stand to spam shots into short through the wood. So I like that slightly different setup there for the nades.
And it shows that forZe are doing their work as hard as this has been for them. St. Pius menacingly posted up on short B. Good positioning though from forZe and Connector. Won't reveal themselves. 50 seconds for them to make a play. Nerds may find an engagement soon on long as Jerry is on the way. Everything feels like it's in ENCE's favor in this series, let alone this map. Result surely should have got a kill there, but Nerds will stand. Heading towards 30 seconds now, trying to split the bomb site. That's been denied multiple times. Shalfie looks to have another go. Nerds is waiting, has a shadow advantage. but Shalfie will deal. Things turning around now potentially for forZe, but there's more work to be done. 20 seconds, and there's one more CT on the site. Krad has to jump and find the info. 2v3 for the remainder of forZe. Again, time is becoming their enemy as they try to find a bomb plant. Shalfie looking for targets. Sorte with the AWP, won't be able to cover his teammate. Oh, will he? Snappy comes through. There's the no-scope, but there's the end of the time and the round for ENCE regardless.
forZe just keep bringing rounds close, but ENCE have players in the right position. Snappy there just waiting on truck. Not always an easy angle to clear. And then Sampayas arriving on that rotate up. The AWP in an awkward position, trying to cover off the bomb planter. You'd almost rather have it the other way around there, because at least the AK can't just miss a shot and then have to just sit and watch while the bomb plant gets denied. The only thing that you can try and take as a positive is Overpass is the most CT-sided map we have in the pool right now. You can definitely expect to see 9 or 10 round CT halves sometimes. So forZe have got to hope that they can rely on their CT side into the future. But even for that, you have to win some T rounds. And that's also starting to show up now after a bit of a slow start to this map. Such a shame for Sorte, just has to sit and watch as the bomb plant gets denied and the round gets stolen away from right under his nose.
So maybe Overpass will be that classic nuke map then, where you have to chip away, and forZe have been chipping away. Just need that one round win to open up the proceedings, but how far away are they from that one round win? Yes, the money is low for ENCE if they lose everything, but they are delivering time and again. Dihar waiting for some flashes, he leaked one though. And now the T's have got presence. Moving through connector. Always menacing for a T side when the door has been blown off. You can see why. Dihar can choose to strike whenever he wants to.
Ooh.
Could be more flashes to come as well. Sound cue given away by forZe. Boost may be expected.
Definitely.
Nice molly, and there's a swing from Madden on short as well. And with that, does Dihar play off of this as well? He does indeed. They squeeze them, they pinch them from short and connector, and forZe are left to pick up the pieces.
That was a real strong squeeze. They might have got some forZe juice out of that one. Jerry actually able to open things up with the Galil. Maybe still a way in for forZe. Further fights being offered. That AWP not able to get involved right now, though. It's Jerry still searching. And in come the shots from ENCE. A 6-0 lead. And that was very well played with the way they played around short in that round. I mean, they were even trying to set up Dihar initially for the aggressive play because there was a little gap in their own smoke. But they used the utility later to allow that re-aggression. It was really nicely done. And by denying the bomb plant, you even force forZe to go down to pistols in this one. Okay.
Still no kill though.
Oh, I was going to say, that's a risky walk from that. He saw the smoke was getting spammed. Oh, okay, Sampayas. He's feeling it right now with that AWP. And if your AWP is showing up on the CT side of Overpass, that is a huge win condition.
Footsteps possibly being heard. Dihar's in position to hold things down for his sniper. Rifle support always important. Feels like ENCE day today. Maybe we should declare it if they continue this run. Two Tech-9ers remain on this B bomb site trying to find a plant, but ENCE are closing in on the bomb site itself. Everybody stands. That's important money for ENCE as well. We mentioned forZe have been chipping away against the economy, but no kills in that round is fantastic for ENCE as they try to retain a clean sheet.
Looking so good for them. Buy is out for forZe. It is a proper full buy. They have everything they could ask for. they've got to start to deal with some of these ENCE players, specifically some Pius. Saw some talk recently about how Device has been putting up insane numbers on Overpass. Some Pius, definitely a player who I've seen carry this map in the past for ENCE. He's trying to do the same here. Early map control being established, and this time, ENCE aren't going for too much aggression of their own. They're playing back from the bomb sites, allowing forZe to set up a little stronger at the start of this round. Big run boost. That's not holding though with that AK. He's instead waiting for them to close the distance. Oh, a little too wide though, so Zorte spots him. Good opportunity for forZe to try and pick up their first round now.
ENCE will need a plaster for that elbow. You can see the bomb carrier Jerry looking towards the B bomb site. They still have presence on short B. ENCE have used their time wisely though, putting a smoke up on Monster, but that's their last smoke. Somehow Kratos find himself basically behind enemy lines. Who strikes first? It will be Krad, looking towards the balcony, seeing nothing. Where do the CTs position themselves now? They are fully compromised. Nowhere for Madden to go. And again, fortunate for ENCE that they did build some money before this finally happened. We'll see what they choose to do in the next round. St. Pius could certainly drop. And forZe are finally going to make their way to the scoreboard. Still 8 rounds up for grabs, including this one. Could be night and day once we get to the end of this half. But momentum, even with this loss, has certainly been with ENCE the entire time.
They are looking to hunt this, forZe. Maybe realizing that ENCE didn't have the chance to build up too much money. But I think some Pius has found a safe position in the bathrooms. So 7-1. Finally forZe strike back. And Krad is the sort of player who likes to take big risks in rounds, likes to try and see if he can sneak into enemy lines. And sometimes those risky plays will not pay off for him, but that's why I like having him as that lurker out towards the A site, because sometimes he will get into positions like this, where he basically wins the round by himself. Unfortunate for Madden there, just standing up on the site, exposed from basically every angle, allows Krad to come in. And see if forZe can string rounds together here. They need to.
Yeah, another big buy from ENCE. 3 smokes in the hole for the CT side.
Previous round, ENCE didn't go for much map control on their CT setup. But in general, they have been going for some aggressive maneuvers. And this round, they go back to that. Get snappy onto short early. That's something forZe have got to figure out how to deal with.
Presence in connector, but where do they go from here? They may still be reeling from the sandwich they were previously the meat of. Clearing top connector, though, will give them confidence moving to short B, but Snappy is just bouncing his way to 2 kills. That puts the bomb in a compromising position, and that's enough distraction for ENCE to activate almost onto Shalfie. That's a very important frag for forZe.
Oh, Madden's going aggressive, though. The bomb could be dropped, but Zorte's ready. Holds it down with the AWP. And now this B site is currently wide open. It will be picked up by Dihar, but he's going to be alone here. How much can he do playing so far back?
No incendiary for these CTs. 25 seconds. Time could be on his side if he can find something. Wonder if he was spotted there maybe by one of these players. Bombs thrown over as Zorte posts up on short. Dihar going for those bursts. Don't need to take that fight to the death to these Ts, and now they know where the last man is. The money's been completely broken for ENCE. This is the pick of forZe. Now's the time to show us why.
Yeah, even though Snappy was able to get a goofy 2K on short, bouncing around, forZe deal with that aggression from NERTZ on long. That was a real difference maker there. Because once it goes to a 3v3, You see that ENCE are feeling just a little uncomfortable. They want some information out through B with the aggression. And as soon as Madden falls, it leaves the B site vulnerable. D-Hard can't do enough. And ENCE don't even get to save the AWP, only the M4. And their money is bad here. So it should be a save for ENCE. And a chance for forZe to get going here. Just that failed jump into the 2K for Snappy. But Zorte traded, held for the monster aggression, and then caught some pious in connector. Nice solid shots from Zorte, finally getting some impact in a round win for his team. And it is indeed the save for ENCE. Should be a third for forZe here. I'll try and activate that rifle on the boost, but it's the monster play right now.
Whoa. Oh, where are you off to, mate? Says St. Pius. Really wants that rifle. Really wants that rifle. Jerry will try to HE the rifle away. Not sure if he's done the job there. You can see it stuck in the middle of the tunnel. Trying to protect that weapon. In he goes, looking on the left side now. There is a flash. It goes too far, though. All these rounds are scary. Lovely one tap for Jerry on the barrels. AK's been collected now. Weapon disposal services here. Let's see if Nertz can find himself something.
Bomb has been planted.
Dangerous with that 5-7. What a revelation in Counter-Strike. Fantastic addition to the upper echelons of Counter-Strike teams.
I love me the 5-7. I feel like Nertz uses most of the weapons I use. MP7, he's clearly taken inspiration.
So the MP7 has about... So the MP9, I think the moving accuracy is about 30% worse versus the MP7.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I would not have thought that. Okay.
So it's the fire rate obviously is slightly slower, but the UMP is way slower than the MP7.
Okay.
So you get a better fire rate, better damage per bullet, better moving accuracy. Sorry, well, than the UMP.
Yeah.
Slightly slower than the MP9, but that's it's a reasonable trade-off, depending on your implementation.
Yeah, that's the thing you always notice with the MP9 is so often pros can just double dink with it really quickly because of that rate of fire. But I agree. I think the MP7, it almost feels like a mini rifle at times. It's pretty solid all round. But you can also get that move speed, so I like it.
Damage fall off at 500 units. MP7, 15%. MP9, 13%. UMP, 25%.
Ooh.
That really got a slap.
He's the range boy.
That's why no one uses that anymore.
Yeah.
It's a pea shooter.
Hell no. Don't get that at range.
3-7. forZe have started to build, but now ENCE have got their guns out once again. Can they continue their momentum? If they can, every round might be worth 2. I say might because ENCE are dangerous no matter what the round is. Pistols or rifles. Still in for a fight.
Ooh.
Those flicks have been so good for St. Pius. Lands the shot through the wall. forZe are moving quickly though. They know where the AWP is. Less risk around these corners.
I like the way Pius has played solo A here as well. He put a smoke into connector, so that's something forZe have to consider. Then he tried to pressure mid. The problem is he's being left solo A for a while, but it's because ENCE have pushed all the way through B. This is all the info they need. They can start to send reinforcements for Pius, who still wants to fight, and he's going to get away with the opening.
Reliable on that sniper. Always delivers the goods. He's got his team behind him, but results fast enough to deal with that. D-Hard trying to give himself a better chance with these fights, and Nertz is here as well. That is a bad combo for forZe to deal with, especially with these smokes up, because they see the shadows first. You can't just walk like that. D-Hard's getting 3 kills left and right, misses the left one though. But Zorte will even the numbers. Going for that bomb plot now. Madden coming in from the back, trying to catch him before he can get off. The pre-fires there, but Nertz is the one to clean up. Down to the 1v1. Result with 2 HP. And it's Nertz again, the last man standing, as he often is, to put ENCE on 8.
Yeah, Madden might not get a kill there, but just showing up from that position and even just surviving and being a bit annoying sets up Nertz so nicely for both of those kills. Nertz just comes in and both players are so low. First man's not even looking at him. So Nertz set up nicely in that one. I'm a little surprised Pius took that risk into mid. It worked out though. He had his teammates there to cover. And then you see just how easy these kills are for Nertz. Nice work. Business as usual. ENCE running a similar play here. Pius solo A again. 4 towards B. This time Pius playing along with that ult, but it's Xiaofi. Oh, he spammed straight through.
Nine kills for Nertz. 15 for Pius. A stellar CT side thus far. That's brazen. You're not expecting York to be there after the flash. He didn't fire a shot. He just ate it. Crept back for the other side of the boulder. In the meantime, the A-bomb site's being taken, but the frags are all being taken by ENCE. forZe are on the bomb site with 0 kills. Jerry left in the back now. Praying that some players have rotated over towards B. He's alone, but he's carrying the bomb. Rough situation for the squad. If he's able to hold on to this AK, he could maybe drop one of his teammates. Sorte's got 5,600. Decisions. 9-3 scoreline. ENCE are threatening to run away with a landslide of rounds in this half.
Yeah, it is starting to get into a very strong position for them. I think the only solace that forZe can take is that just looking at the stats for ENCE in the last 3 months, ENCE have a 55% win rate on the CT side of Overpass, but only a 37% win rate on the T side. And that is something you will see sometimes with teams that aren't comfortable in Overpass. They can struggle a lot on that T side. So I think forZe really need to realize if we stick with this and grind out a couple more rounds, it's still winnable. But not looking like it's a great mood in the camp right now.
virtusPro will be watching from the shadows with the party hats on, the way things are going at the moment. If ENCE win this series, virtusPro qualify for Pro League. Then they get to play for $50,000. Must be nice.
Very nice indeed. That is obviously because ENCE already have themselves a spot at Pro League. But they still want to play for the prize pool, and they want back-to-back tournament wins. With Snappy's birthday sandwiched in the middle of them. Wouldn't be a bad way to celebrate. forZe with a goodbye. That's going aggressive. We haven't seen the riflers really push up like this. Damage done early, the molly's down so Nertz can get into this strong angle, and you can spot the feet here. Oh, perfect position from Nertz on the crosshair placement, and Pius follows up with the AWP shot.
1 minute 40, and he's by the slide. Very prompt from ENCE. 1 for 1 might not have been enough, but Pius to get that second makes all of the difference. Look how much area forZe have to clear. Such is the nature of Overpass. When there's only 3 of you to do that, you can't have presence across the map. You've got to cut corners. That is to the advantage of ENCE. With 4 players, though, things aren't ideal for them, but Pius has been comfortable playing on A alone anyway. And that gives ENCE the depth to have the bandwidth for a round such as this. Oh, He definitely saw the edge of zorte there. Not going to go for the second scope. Up on the plants, denied. No trampling the flowers, says St. Pius. Spotted the bomb there as well, and he will continue forward. AWP's been picked up by Shalfie, but he's got the grenades out, going for the jump peek, and he's got to know he's in trouble now. Had no idea St. Pius was coming. Imagine having such freedom as St. Pius does on this CT side, and delivering as well, making it count every single time. Wonderful stuff if you're ENCE.
It's a good question. It's not working out for forZe right now, and yeah, St. Pius. I mean, when he was on Movistar Riders, when he was first breaking out, he was known as a CT side specialist AWPer. He's so good at just consistently landing these shots. But this aggression was so bold. I love it. You would never expect the AWP to solo push like that. 10-3. ENCE rolling right now. We saw Virtus Pro with a dominant win in their semi-final. If ENCE can do the same here against forZe, that would set up an incredible final for us. Still got to make sure they can close it, though, as Snappy wants to go aggressive monster. Oh, no flash from D-Hard. Still works out.
ENCE defense has been quite the brick wall for forZe. Unscalable in this series. Grenade coming all day. USP will be enough here for Snappy. There's just nothing doing. There's just no gaps. Minimal weaknesses. ENCE looking well polished. Ever dangerous. Nothing is for free here. Nothing at all.
I mean, that kill was free for Nuts. But yeah, nothing free for forZe. Loving what we're seeing from ENCE, even going for some CT aggression through Monster in this round. They're still switching things up. They're not just sitting back and playing standard CS because they're winning. They want to put full punishment onto forZe. And Snappy playing A early in this one. Just helping out with the early utility. So many rounds, St. Pius has been left solo A. This time it's Nerds. Gotta make sure you don't get overrun with that rifle. And yeah, they're not expecting the AWP in Monster. St. Pius with a 20 kill half.
ENCE are unlicensed doctors and all their patients are dying. One by one, and very promptly indeed. Something for zorte as Madden goes for a run to T-spawn. How do you call around where you're seeing ENCE in T-spawn? What is your next play? What is open? What is free? Where do you expect them to be? 1 minute on the clock for forZe to figure this out in the last round of the first half. ENCE taking liberties. But maybe there's an extra round in here for forZe.
It's the AWP load. And that's the way to deal with it. Bomb site surely taken here. D-Hard's trying a flash. Brad looking for the fight still. Maybe didn't need to take that. Now it's a 2v3. This is a little more winnable for ENCE.
D-Hard had the right idea of that tap in the smoke. Punish the tracers afterwards. Nerds creeping. This time he'll finally be denied. A fourth round for forZe. So much work for them to do in the second half. We'll see if this one's going to be short or long just after the break.
Stuck in a dream. Let's stay here till the day breaks. Feeling like I never wanna leave. Keep moving till the sunrise. You're taking my mind out to sea. Fall in love at low tide. I'm thinking we should never leave. So let's keep going till the night is almost gone. 'Cause I feel like singing let's keep going till the night is almost gone. 'Cause I feel like singing
Welcome back. It's time for the second half. forZe have had a depressing run versus ENCE, who are just giving them absolutely nothing. They trail by 7 rounds. They will be reliant on the pistol to give them something, some confidence, a chance, some rounds. Easier said than done, though, versus ENCE, who are on an absolute tear at the moment. The Glocks will be out. Up close with the big magazines will be ENCE. Plenty of rounds to fire at forZe. Plenty of hot lead coming their way. Big flash. They're going to eat that one. There's a counter flash though. Snappy is so blind, so close, but not quite. Jerry and Chalfie start the proceedings well, trying to get that reload in, but the cavalry is here. How about this for a response? How about this for a start from forZe? Not done yet though. Sun Pius in a 1v4. Lots of time, looking for that extra range with the USP. 12 bullets in the magazine. Double peek for forZe on the right-hand side. Gets the 1v1. Instantly traded, though. forZe start well.
Yeah, those counter flashes are everything there for forZe. They have 4 players stacked on B. Krad is the man, set up with those flashes, and you see he throws them to land basically in front of barrels, so it's not going to blind the CT players, but ENCE ate those flashes. It really slowed their progress, and they get caught up in that choke point.
Simple taps from forZe. They're focused, they are measured coming into this second half. This is where they'll do their dirty work. But ENCE will have something to say about that. A force buy from them. The Scout is out as well as some pistols. St. Pius the only man with the primary weapon. But a Tech 9 can often be good enough.
Thought we might see Krad go aggressive, and I'm glad he didn't, because I don't know if that's a risk you want to take at the start of the round against these pistols. Seems to be a little careful on long. the FAMAS not great at range, and he's got a scout up against him. Oh, that was the chance though. Some Pius given a second opportunity with Madden alongside him. Crad was not happy about that.
I see some frustration, but you can't really blame them with how things have been going for them.
It's his fault, man. He bought the FAMAS.
Got to turn things around though. This is so tense. Just silence is just so uncomfortable. If you're a forZe fan, if you're a Jerry fan, if you want to see 3 maps, it is heart-wrenching. ENCE looking to collapse on this B-bomb site. Their players seem to be gravitating in that direction. Result trying to get his levitation game on, but he's an amateur magician. Maybe a frag will have to be enough. Looking towards the tunnel, just spotting the one, but no win. This is a cruel game for forZe, the way things are going. Zorta has no angle to stop this bomb plant. They've got 2 frags after winning the pistol versus the forced by events. Winning the pistol, then losing 2 pistols unless Zorta can clutch this. He has no kit. He has to find these kills. He's got no util either. Trying to find these Ts. This is really killing some time for him. Picking up the M4, and I think they'll have to cut their losses. This is a crushing series for forZe. A ray of hope in the pistol, quickly extinguished by ENCE.
Yeah, and that is just brutal, isn't it? I mean, Crad fighting long range. I never trust the FAMAS at that range, but he thought he could just tap away and get a kill and get away. But as soon as he lost that fight, he realized he put his team in a tough position. Result, unable to get anything from Monster. And wow, Diha's kill was rapid. That Tech9 getting 2 incredible entries. And you just wonder whether that is the moment that ENCE take over fully here in this second half. See what that saved M4 can do, because it's a B rush. They're going straight in. The wrong boost for Zorta, not successful. Now the rest of the players need to try and clean up with the pistols. They're getting close range behind these smokes. They're trying to use that range to their advantage, but Madden fires shots into the smoke, and it's not paying off right now for forZe. They've been run over by some SMGs. Just Jerry remaining, and that nade is not going to help him.
Just running for dear life now. Pour one out for forZe in this series so far. Such a mentally taxing POV for them. Still haven't let go of Nuke and those marginal situations where they could have threatened a map win. To find themselves getting smashed by the ENCE mallet time after time. Feels like water torture for forZe. Not dead, but constantly very uncomfortable.
The Madden war cry.
That was a hell of a war cry.
Oh, that's the spam through. I mean, they just figured. You see that smoke, you figure, listen, they're probably trying to be cheeky. Don't allow anything. And for forZe, I mean, you've got to remember, they won their group here at Katowice. They won it with 2 BO1 wins over Ecstatic and 9Z. They didn't drop a map. But here against ENCE, the first map they brought somewhat close. Their map pick not looking good for them right now.
Just continues. If ENCE win the final, they could argue that they could Grief versus Pro and told him they carried them to Pro League. But we'll see. That's the way things seem to be going at the moment. VP in the armchairs, enjoying the proceedings. Of course, they put in their hard work as well. And there's more work to be done for the team to make it to the final. A lot of money on the line here. Challenger Katowice. It's almost flatlined though for forZe. 2 rounds away from Doom. It's not just a tournament. That Pro League spot is so important. And it is slipping away. The light at the tunnel, the end of the tunnel is fading. It may get buried alive here by ENCE.
Got to try and come up with something here, forZe. These teams grind so hard to get to these sorts of tournaments where they have an opportunity to qualify for a top-tier event, to play against the best teams in the world. And that opportunity is slipping away from forZe right now, and ENCE just takes a fight straight up.
Why is he so good?
Yeah, I don't know how he gets away with that.
Pious trading, numbers are even. That will favor ENCE with 1:20 on the clock. forZe being proactive then. How much area will they clear though? ENCE rotating over towards that A bomb site, or at least long. Shelfie passively spotting. There are smokes here for forZe. Very risky for them to reposition on this A bomb site though, with no info towards toilets or long. A flash, but there's no response. Maybe inviting some fire from an AK or something, some information, but they're given nothing. Madden's got the angle now. Shelfie focus on the toilets, looks to his right-hand side, and he sees he's in trouble. A big swing, didn't expect that second player. They don't have position forZe. They don't have the manpower. They don't have the frags. They don't have match point, but ENCE certainly do with those kills. And many of them.
Yeah, you wonder if a bit of lack of experience showing through for forZe here as they're unable to find any adjustments mid-game. You think about this forZe team, quite a few new additions. They always are changing their roster, but someone like Shelfie, who's meant to be the star rifler of the team, not all that experienced. Only 7 kills for him so far.
Overpasses the measure. And ENCE are showing that they're in a class of their own today. Maybe the last offering then by forZe. See what they can muster with the money they have. The body language is that of frustration from round to round, from map to map. On ENCE's side though, things are looking extremely comfortable.
Yeah, you can see how relaxed Snappy looked. Coach Saw still making sure that everyone is focused. Talking specifics for the upcoming round. This was pretty well managed by ENCE though. Into the 3v3, Madden. Maybe took a bit of a risk here by pushing through. If he lost that fight, the round could have been back in the balance, but as soon as he wins it, the round is over. forZe last stand by. Couple of premium rifles in the mix. 4B to start things off, and they're going for that 3-man boost.
Kitchen sink time. Sound cues have been made. ENCE and Pious will delete everybody else. They've lost position. They're stuck in the corner now. A tower of humanity that was never built, and ENCE, it's always ENCE. To take down these final players. Sorte and Crad separated by fire. Trying to create some space. Gambling in the smoke. Shadow spotted. ENCE just making it worse for them. Sorte now 1 versus 3. Made 2. Snappy to trade. ENCE secure their place in the finals and secure Virtus Pro a position in Pro League.
Yeah, listen, forZe did well in the groups, but playoffs is a different story. The best of 3 shine through. They played that first map close, but we said they don't have a clear map pick in this series. That proved to be the case. And for ENCE,